So I guess I'll do my brows and then I'll decide what I want to do about my eye makeup other than my brows. Where is the Miracle Gel? I have no idea. I know it's around somewhere. There it is. I see it. It's under this finishing spray. So this is the ABH Brow Freeze. This is the Miracle Gel. Nothing quite like it for shaping my brows. Like I was saying in the nail video the other day, because I use it to put on top of my little like acetone shot glass. It's the right shape and size for keeping that shit from evaporating while I'm working. Anastasia Soar, the founder and owner of, actually I don't think she's the owner anymore, but she's the founder. I think it's been sold. I think it's been bought by like a larger company, but she is a Putin fan, a stan of Putin, Vladimir Putin. So I've learned that after I bought this brow freeze, so I'm not sure if I'll be buying it again. Like I have to do more research on that and just kind of see like what's the deal with that. Okay, so I tapped it, as you saw, I like tapped it in with my index finger, and now I'm like brushing it through to like hold the hairs of my brow in the shape that I want. I got a little bit more on my finger there, and I'm tapping it, tap, tap, tappa, 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 to like hold those brow hairs in place. And I do this in place of laminating my brows, in part because I don't, not in part, in full because my esthetician, who I love and who's really great, doesn't laminate brows. So that's it. That's the reason. Okay, got a little more on my index finger, so I'm just like, this is not sanitary. Dip my index finger in there, and then I'm just like tapping it into the brow hairs, and then I'm gonna just take this. So I actually just saw my esthetician yesterday and got my brows shaped up, got shaped up. That's why they look amazing. I mean, they always look amazing, but they just got shaped up. So like I should have made you look at my brows before I started, because I have like naturally terrible, not very cool brows. I mean, these aren't even my natural brows, right? Because they've been waxed and shaped, but my natural brows, even after the waxing and shaping, are like not great. So they need some work to be the way I want it to be. Okay, so there. So now I've shaped them with the ABH Brow Freeze, which I'm putting it away. Trying to put it away. Just drop the cap into my lap. Okay, right there. Now I'm coming back in with this guy again to just like tap, tap, tap. Just gently, like I don't want to mess up the shaping I just did, which I'm gonna perfect again really quick, but I want to like make sure there's like a powdery, dry, matte finish before I start filling in my brows. Draw on my brows. I mean, I have like substantial brows here, but okay. This is my favorite, all-time favorite brow pencil, and some of the other ones I have over here include so here's the ABH Brow Wiz, right? And here's the Haus Laboratories, right? This is my favorite. It's the Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo. It's a pencil on one side and a spongy on the other side with some pigment in it, which I never ever use. I buy these like 3 or 4 at a time because I go through them so fast and I use them so fast and so much. So I'm just gonna like quietly do my brows. So I don't know, should I go through the whole, like the way to know like what your brow is supposed to look like is like here, I'm gonna take the actually the Haus Labs because it's thinner. If you take a straight edge and you go from the outer corner of your nostril past the corner of your eye, that's going to show you where your brow should come to in the center. And then if you take the same straight edge and go from the corner of your nostril to the outer corner of your eye, that's going to show you where your brow should come to. I'm holding too many things. Where your brow should come to. I mean, I usually do this intuitively, but I'll just draw it for today. So that's like about how far I want the tail of my brow to come. And then if you go, again, from the corner of your nostril with the straight edge straight through your pupil of your eye, that's where you want the arch to be, right? So my stuff's basically in the right place, again, because I have like a really great esthetician, although my tails are not as long as I'd like them to be. As you can see, they're kind of sparse. I mean, look, I was around in the 90s. We did a lot of damage to our brows in the 90s. Okay, so I'm just gonna start filling. I mean, I don't need that, but so you gotta be really careful doing underneath because that like closes up your eye area. So anything you do underneath, you gotta like blend it really great. But the top of the brow is where I do my best work, because I don't have much of an arch, and my brows are pretty flat and straight, so I need to give it an arch. So that's where the arch sort of naturally arches. So I'm just gonna do this guy here. I'm gonna try to keep my face tilted up so you can see what I'm doing, because sometimes I want to tilt my face down while I'm doing my brows. I'm gonna do the other one. I'm just going from like the inner upper corner to the like height of the arch. My pencil. Okay, and I'm gonna come from that arch down to the bottom of the tail, just in a straight line. I mean, when I say straight line, like how straight can it really be? Like my face is a curved surface. There's no straight lines on my face. I'm round. And I like being round. I love it. Like, I don't mind that my face is rounder now. I kind of like it. I actually really enjoy being fat, believe it or not. I was thin for a really long time until I was in my 30s, like early mid 30s. I was always quite thin. Like the largest I ever was a size 8, and I was usually hovering around a size 4 or 6. And I actually am much happier with how I look now that I'm maximum chunky. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this one up a little more. I'm not doing a very dramatic brow today, just like a normal person eyebrow. Okay. Ooh, okay. Now, let me just fix my little there. Now, like I said, I'm carrying that in a little more. That's gonna get blended the heck out of that. All right. Like I said, you gotta be careful going underneath, because you don't wanna close up your eye area. But I do wanna get like a good line definition. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the inner corners. I want my brows to come in further. Like that far, that far. That's how far I want them to come in. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the underside, where you gotta be really like judicious. Just like playing connect the dots with the bases of all these hairs is what I'm doing. Now you can see that does close up my eye area a little bit. So don't worry. Not done yet. Where'd it go? Where's my spoolie? Here it is. My spoolie. Like comb that pigment up through the inner corner of the brow. Now I already am seeing some places where I need to touch up. So like here, this needs to be a little more. Yep. Okay, and then like this, a little more of an arch. I'm like moving the arch in a little bit. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go like dot, 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 watch. Tappa, tappa, tappa. Just like stippling some color. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, I think it's pretty good. Don't try this at home. Okay, now this is new. This is a new item I'm excited about. Like I usually go under with concealer, but I got this new item. This is an Ulta Beauty dual-ended brow highlighter. So this side here is like a pearly highlighter, and this side here is a matte rose pink, like a gentle pink. So I'm gonna start with the matte one. Smells like pencil. Like this smells like elementary school, like grade school. Ooh, sorry, my brow pencil. I need to put it back. Put it back. Like I can't just leave stuff laying around or all. Okay. So I'm gonna go under the brow and just the whole way under, like just swipe underneath with this matte pink. Okay, this is like really pigmented and nice. Okay. Okay. Yep, that is okay. That's really nice. I like this. So ABH, I just got this, but ABH makes a similar product, and I went with the Ulta because of the Putin thing. I'm rarely disappointed with Ulta's products. Like Ulta's eye primer, I like it better than the primer potion, like the UD primer potion. That I like the Ulta better. That's what I'm getting at. Okay. All right, this is very nice. I like this a lot. Goodbye. All right. All right. So I'm gonna put the little cap back on it. I'm gonna need it's like an actual pencil, so I'll need a sharpener for that. I really prefer self-sharpening. So I'm taking the opposite side of my spoolies, this little angle brush. Just gonna blendy, blend, blend. Can you hear my bird screeching in the background? Ruby, can you hear it screeching? I can. I don't know if Gonna get back out. And lump a little more on right there where I have some hairs that probably need to be plucked, but yeah. All right. Yeah, I've got not quite a perfect line because there's some hairs out of place. But I'm not gonna pluck them right now. Maybe I will. Actually, I don't see my tweezers, so tweezers are probably in the nail kit. Yeah, what's your deal right there? All right, you know what? The problem's not. The problem is something else. That was the problem. Okay, so I might have gone a little heavy-handed with this brow highlighter, but it was my first try using it, so I'm gonna just blendy, blend, blend, and then blend, blend. That's all right. I like this pencil. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this now. Take the other end, which is the pearl, and I'm just gonna get right here and right here. And then I'm gonna come back in. Remember this guy? It's my foundation brush. Probably still has a little foundation on it. I'm just gonna do that to take down the redness. So now my brows, I think they look pretty good. What do you think?